Today is the day that marks the 100 nights to Halloween. I'm totally inspired by Outnots. I figured that was a good reason to celebrate. Outnot usually does a whole lot of videos for the 100 nights to Halloween. They celebrate every single day. Sometimes they post every single day, sometimes they post weekly. But it entails a whole lot of Halloween spooky movies. In their case, it's horror movies. Spooky projects. And that sounds just like a blast. So I at least want to start the Halloween season right now. Today. And I am doing that with spooky books, spooky movies, and spooky projects. That is the plan, and I'm very excited about it. I will not be able to film every single day, or week even. And that is mostly because I do really need to film the vlogs for Vlogoween. And then the content is just gonna be the same. So that makes no sense to me. However, today I would like to, talk Halloween plans with you for a bit, see what the plans are this year, and then make this a spooky day and to celebrate that we only have 100 nights till Halloween. Project-wise, I have a few. And I'm already working on 2 of them, so that is good. I am currently working on my Wednesday sweater. And it's very close to being done. I only need 1 more sleeve. So this is the first priority. I will start that sleeve today. I don't know if I can finish it today in a day, but we're gonna try. So that is the first spooky inspired, because it is Wednesday. And she prefers spooky over cookie, so. And then I have this Sally dress wrap that I've been working on since last year, but I haven't touched it this year at all. Oh, and I stopped in the middle of the road. That is very stupid. And I'm missing my needle stopper, I don't know. This is obviously inspired by Sally's dress. This is a shawl, so I have a long way to go still. But the yarn is getting a mess, and I have been prioritizing sweaters over this. I don't know. Oh. Right, I can't find the needle stopper. I have to check with my other project if it's in there. But I have to cut that yarn and rewind them, because the winter glow balls by Hobie are just getting a mess on their on their own, so you definitely need to rewind them to use them, and I didn't for those 2. So, but this show is coming from the Nightmare Before Christmas knitting book. This is how it's gonna look when it's done, and I want to wear this to Disney at the end of the year, so I think this is a fun project to do in Halloween time. However, there is a sweater that has priority number 1. It is the only sweater with a deadline this year. This is the one sweater I definitely want to finish. The deadline is not yet and not soon, but I'd rather have this done ahead than cutting it close, because then I will be getting nervous. So I should really work on this sweater, so it is not Halloweeny at all, but you know, I am going to work on it, and it has priority over the shawl. And that is the Beauty and the Beast sweater. I am quite, it's not super far, but I'm quite an end in. The yoke is done. The only problem is that this and the shawl are both colorwork. They're both not hard, they're colorwork in very different ways, but both are very easy. However, it means that for both of these projects I have to look what to do every single row. I'm just not always in the mood for that. I'm not always capable of doing that. So if I have to choose, this sweater is going first. However, right now I'm working on the sleeve. This is mindless, easy, stockinette stitch in the round. That is great. So for now, as long as I'm working on the sleeve, if I have, you know, a head that can actually do color work, I will do this, the shawl. But as soon as the sleeves are done, we're switching to this sweater. So not Halloweeny, but I do want to let you know because that is the realistic plan I'm going to work on after the Wednesday sweater the most. And then I have one project that is not knitting. And it's embroidery. I've never done embroidery before. I am excited about it. And it's Nightmare Before Christmas, so I think that's going to be perfect. I have... these are all the options in there, but I don't think you can choose all of them. I think there is thread in it for 2 of the options. So you'll have to choose one of those. However, somewhere I still have embroidery thread. So I should be able to pick any. I'm not sure which one yet, but I'm excited to try. I've never done embroidery and I've been wanting for a long time. And I think this is a good way to get into it. For me at least. And then book-wise. I don't have a definitive list yet. There are so many spooky books I want to read. I mostly read horror these days. I don't read a lot of middle grade anymore. I still love it. I just don't read it as much. The sun came in all of a sudden, so I had to change the ISO. I'm sorry. But yeah, I mostly read horror now, and then I tend to wait with the ones that I'm most excited for spooky season, because that is obviously the best time to read those horror books. So I have a lot of plans. And obviously there's still books coming out that I might not be aware of. So those plans tend to change a lot. Usually a lot gets added. There is less that is disappearing from the list, more so added. But there are a ton and ton of vampire books I want to get through. I still have Imperia. I bought this on a book fair in the Netherlands 2 years ago. And I met the author. He was very funny. So I'm excited to read this and see. But sorry. Lighting changed again. This filming feels very chaotic. I'm so sorry. I'm obviously out of practice. But there are so many more vampire books that I would like to read and I've been wanting for years, like Woman Eating, Row by Mona Awad. Bloom, I'm not sure if that is a vampire book or more of a feminist horror, but I still want to read it anyway. What Hunger, The Lamp. They're, you know, just to name a few. So there's definitely a vampire vlog coming out. I just have too many vampire books acquired that I would like to read. And that I always want to read something Frankenstein. I bought Frankenstein's Monster by J.S. Barnes that I'm very excited about and definitely want to try out. And the first two sentences are, there are those who would swear that Victor Frankenstein is dead. Those who would swear that his creature died also. They are wrong. And that's exciting to me. I love, love, love Gothic horror. And I love retellings of Gothic horror, so I will be reading Frankenstein retellings, but I also have Godverdomme. Au. Het zit ook niet lekker op je hurken. I had to look up the original name. But I also have a retelling of Rappaccini's Dollar, which is the Botanical Dollar, by Noé Medlock. It looks like a botanical horror, which I'm very into at this moment in time. Yeah, it is a retelling of a classic that I love, so then I want to read it. I also intend to read some classics actually. Ah, here's the stitch marker. Found it. The needle stopper. Which stays at Ookie Bookie. But I also would like to read The Woman in Black by Susan Hill. I've been wanting to read this for 3 years now. It's a ghost story from the 1800s. I'm probably gonna love it, but you know, the list is longer every year for spooky books than I can read in spooky season, so. I have these collections, and one is by Elkin and with all the stories of Elkin and Blackwood. And with all the stories of Arthur Machen, and I want to read from both of these authors this year. I have read from Elkin and Blackwood before and really, really enjoyed it. And I want to get into Arthur Machen. So that is the plan for the true classics. And then there are some modern horror stories with very gothic vibes that I would like to read. And preferably a bit of a botanical horror as well. I'm not sure if this is botanical, but it's Wormwood by T. Kingfisher. I absolutely love T. Kingfisher. Whatever she writes, I'm gonna read. And I love it. So I have no doubt about it. And then Hazelthorn by C.G. Drews. I recently read Don't Let the Forest In, and I'm obsessed with that book. That is a true botanical horror. It was so good. It was so good, so I can't wait to read more from that author. Specifically their botanical ones. And this looks like the forest is gonna play, you know, in this book it's the garden who's gonna play a part in it, and I'm here for it. So that is it. So that is it. Book-wise, right out of the top of my head, like not really properly prepared this video. So, but you know, those are some of the books that I really want to read this season. I don't think I'm gonna read a book today. I need to go to the hairdresser. I want to see if I can finish that Wednesday sweater. I would like to watch a spooky movie, but I don't want to watch my Halloween favorites yet. All the movies like Hocus Pocus and stuff like that, I would really, really want to see in October. So I'm not going to watch it now. It is a bit too early. But murder mysteries sounds like a good idea right now. That's usually what I do to start the season when I want to start sooner, but I don't want to watch all my favorites yet. I could watch Wednesday. I have watched watched Wednesday before this year. If I watch it now, I'll probably still want to rewatch it in October, so it's gonna be fine. So that is a safe bet. So I might do that tonight. And then I'm currently obsessed with a game that is very Halloween-y coded, and it is Moonlight Peaks. This is a vampire farming simulator where you are a vampire, not any vampire, a kin of Dracula himself, I might add. And you're moving out. You're moving to this town that is full of witches, werewolves, all the good stuff. And you're gonna build a farm there. It is lovely. It is super duper cute. I think the conversations in this game are hilarious. I really, really enjoy it. So I'm definitely gonna play that today. So for now, I think it's gonna be gaming, knitting, while watching a spooky movie. That is the plan for today. But I just wanted to talk to you about all my Halloween plans. I am currently trying to book a course of pottery. I want to make mushroom mugs with my friends, so we're trying to book a course for that. And then I will go to Toverland and their Halloween nights in October. So that is the activities I've planned so far. Not as much as usual. I'm very, very late this year. I don't know why. Normally I start filming my Vlogoween vlogs in April when it's halfway to Halloween. So I'm late. But we'll see what we get in. I am very excited about it though.
I don't know. It feels like the end of the afternoon, but I'm not sure if I'm honest. I went to the hairdresser, so my hair is shorter now. And I can finally recolor it again because I've been waiting for 2 weeks to do that. Knowing I would go to the barber, get a lot out. It didn't make sense to re-dye it, so. That's done now. We've done the grocery shopping. And before all that, I played a little bit of Moonlight Peaks. Which was very excited. When we got back from the groceries, I made lunch. Very late lunch, but lunch nonetheless. And while eating that, I picked up for the sleeves. So, they're ready to go. I need to do some short rows now, but I think I'm gonna play some more Moonlight Peaks. And then I'm gonna knit while watching a spooky movie tonight. And then going to have some Halloween candy with that. That felt appropriate. I think that is the plan. But at least the sweater is back on the needles. So we can just go from now. Which is helpful, I feel like. Hello. It is 9 o'clock. The Halloween candy is out. So it is time for the movie. And I didn't want to really watch the spooky movies that I want to watch in October. So we're watching Enola Holmes. Because I feel like the season usually starts with murder mystery for me. So have a candy. Have a drink. Get your project ready. Because we're gonna get spooky and crafty. Tonight. It is now 11:15. The movie just ended and I'm a tiny bit tired, but I have to work tomorrow, so we are going to bed. And I filmed Enola 1 because it said watch Enola 3 now, and then it gave me 1, but we watched 3. And it was fine. It was fun. But nothing special, if that makes sense. And I knitted a tiny sleeve while watching. I just had way too much fun playing Moonlight Peaks to stop early. So I started knitting way too late to, get even close to finishing the sleeve today. But it started, the short rows are done. So from now on, it's just in the round and, decreasing every step I start. So it's not hard. So it should go fast. And then it's done. I am very excited about that. It is almost, almost done. I had a fun day. I'm glad I did this. I'm very excited about Halloween. And all the plans, even though I forgot to mention plans. Like, I have ordered a 13 days to Halloween countdown again in yarn. And I'm getting 13 mini skeins of 50 gram. Based on Disney villains. So I'm gonna make 13 pair of socks, not this year. But yeah, that is another plan I have for Halloween and I'm very excited about. It was just fun to start a spooky season like this. So I think we have to do it again next year. Just make it a day, you know. But this is it. I'm going to bed now. So I have officially 99 days left to Halloween. I will see you in the next one. If you did like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe if you want to see more chaos and more spooky content from me. And I hope you're as excited about Halloween as I am. So, bye.